Welcome back to Minecraft Bingo. This is Fetchr 5.4 by Noin Einzer, and it's time now for the 5 in a row bingo challenges. Let's generate a new random card for the first of the 2 5 in a rows for this episode. We're trying to get bingo in a row, column, or diagonal in the quickest time possible. Let's see what kind of card we're going to get. Spawn point has jungle. And Savannah, there's a village. The village has some crops. I see hay bales. And there's a cleric. Maybe we could do a redstone trade. I don't see a blacksmith. What else do we have? We've got melon in the jungle. And on this side, a desert temple. Well, that's very interesting. Okay, we can make something work with that, I think. I also see chickens, and there are pumpkins down there. And then what is that in the distance? Nothing. And no shipwrecks out in the ocean. That's fine. Let's take a look at the card and see what we want to go for the quickest bingo time. Let's get rid of redstone and gold. Let's get rid of diamonds, maybe? Cauldron is quite a bit of iron, but we do have a village, so that might be possible. Actually, we could do redstone, couldn't we? But I don't want to do the rail or the repeater. Let's get rid of the spore, blossom, and the calcite. And that leaves us with what? Diagonals are possible. I guess we could do the jack-o'-lantern, cauldron, fletching table. Since there's a chicken, we can get a feather for the brush. The other option here is left side column, but the only thing I don't like is the bone, because it's kind of unreliable. We would need a skeleton. In a cave, no, I take that back. We've got the desert temple. We can get a bone there. What about the dripstone? Because we can trade for the emerald. Cyan dye is possible because we've got a desert. We just need blue dye. Maybe we go for the left side column? I just don't know where to get the dripstone from. I'm looking for some, but I don't see any exposed. Without the dripstone, maybe... Oh, over there. There's a cherry grove. There might be some dripstone underneath. The problem is we need to go to the desert temple for the bone and then come back. Maybe the diagonal is faster. We would need to go get the pumpkin, though. That's pretty far away. But we wouldn't need to visit the desert temple, I think. Oh, except for at the end for the cactus. This is a really tough choice. Both are possible, but I don't know which one is going to be faster. We can also do pink petals since we have the cherry grove, but I still don't want to do the armadillo scoot, so that really doesn't change anything. Spruce sapling is fine. Ink sac, yeah, I don't see anything better than those two choices. I just can't decide which one to go for. Let's just start the game and then we'll see which one we want to do. Right now I'm leaning toward doing the diagonal. I don't think I want to waste a lot of time going to the desert temple, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the desert temple is the way to go and we should skip the village. I don't know. I think we're just going to do the diagonal and we'll save the cactus green for last for the cyan dye, because we need the cyan dye in the diagonal and the column. So we can't skip that one. We have to go over to the desert either way. All right, let's make a crafting table and some sticks. We'll craft some tools. And then we'll go grab a pumpkin first, I think. Is there any stone around here? There is. Up by the chicken. Now, we probably should try to get a feather from this chicken before we go. Let's make a pickaxe and start mining some stone. I also need a boat. And then we need some more wood, but that can wait. Do we need a furnace at all? I think we should probably get a furnace. I would also like it if we could find some coal so I could make a torch for the... Oh, no, we can get a torch in the village. That's fine. I don't need coal at all. All right, let's craft up some tools made of stone. I need an axe and a shovel. And do we actually need a furnace? Maybe. Let's make sure we get enough stone to craft one, but maybe we don't craft it quite yet. All right, there we go. That should be good enough. Let's pick this up, and then let's head down to the pumpkin. Where did that chicken go? There was a chicken around here somewhere. I need the feather for the brush. I also need copper, and I haven't seen any yet. Okay, please tell me the chicken didn't go far. Maybe he's just up here somewhere. Let me see if I can find him. There's a wolf. Okay, there we go. Chicken right there. And no feather. Let's try the other chicken. We're so close to the desert temple already. It's tempting to just... Oh, there's armadillos here too. Okay, we did get a feather. Should we just jump down there and grab the cactus? Maybe that's the way to go, but we need the pumpkin anyway. Let's just see what the desert temple has. Maybe this will be so good that we don't need to go back. First, let's grab cactus green for cyan dye. And we do need to smelt this up, so we're going to need that furnace after all. And then let's jump into here. We'll use the stairs to avoid fall damage. There's no mobs, so we can go straight down. Let's make sure we break that pressure plate, and then we'll see what's inside the chest quickly. We don't need TNT. Enchanted book is not on the card. I'll take the gold. The bone is good. Let's take the gunpowder. More gunpowder. Okay, string is good. I'll take the string and the golden apple, and I think that's the only valuable items that we're going to get here. I need blocks to stack out with. Let's not waste our wood, though. I hear a skeleton, but I think the skeleton is in a cave somewhere, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, there's definitely a cave somewhere. All right, let's get out of here. We looted the desert temple, but all we really got was a bone out of it and a little bit of gold. I don't see any pumpkins on this side, and we already got the cactus green, so let's go round up the pumpkin now. And I'm still looking for copper, but I haven't seen one yet. Oh, there's dripstone right there. I think it's a lush cave, but there's also dripstone cave here. Yeah, there's both. All right, let's do it. Because maybe we can pivot on this. We'll still need the village for the emerald. And I still need blue dye too, but I haven't seen lapis and I haven't seen a cornflower yet. We'll keep looking. So where do we want to go now? Okay, blue flower right there. I'll take that for the cyan dye. There's lily of the valley, but we don't need it. More dripstone, and then I guess we're going over to get kelp now. And then it's off to the village for the emerald, right? So we don't need this pumpkin after all. So why am I going to grab it? I don't know. Ink sack's on the card, but I don't care about getting one from the squid. Let's just grab a pumpkin. And we'll be on our way. I need kelp. Okay, is there kelp here? I didn't see any. Okay, there is kelp right here. Firefly bush too, but we don't need that. I need 9 kelp for the kelp block. We got it. And then let's go to the village now and see if we can get a quick emerald. If there's an emerald in the chest, that would be the best. Otherwise, we need to trade. Maybe we can use the crops and trade with a farmer for that last emerald. We also need to get some furnaces down and start smelting. So let's do that first and foremost. There's a cauldron right there. I was kind of hoping that there would be. Give me an emerald in the chest. No, no emerald. No emerald there. Is there a chest in this house? Okay, there's our emerald, so we don't need to trade. So let's just get our furnaces down. Can I make 2 furnaces? No, I can't. So let's just make 1 furnace, and then maybe we'll go grab some more stone. Let's put the cactus green in first, and then we'll put the kelp in next. While we're waiting for that to smelt, let's make blue dye. And I never did get any copper, but we're not going to worry about that. I need another furnace. Let's take cobblestone off of this house here. And then we'll make a second furnace to get the kelp smelted a little bit quicker. Okay, that's 9 cobblestone. And then it looks like the cactus is done. Let's throw in 6 kelp here. Throw in some fuel. Make a second furnace, and then we'll place that down for more kelp smelting. Where's the kelp? There we go. And then good. Let's make cyan dye. And what are we missing now? It's the kelp is the last item that we need. We're at 7 minutes now, so we're going to get a decent time. Nothing game-changing, but it was a pretty good run, I think. Is there anything we can do to make the kelp smelt faster? No, I don't think so. At this point, we would need another furnace or a smoker. I should have made a smoker, but I think it's too late, and we have 2 furnaces running anyway. So we'll just wait the extra 10 seconds that we need. There we go. All the kelp is smelted to make the kelp block, and that's it. Pretty decent time. Oh, creeper face. I saw creeper face up there. 7 minutes and 31 seconds plus 54. Let's go back to the lobby, and we'll start another 5 in a row bingo challenge. Let's generate a new card now. For the second of the 2 5 in a row bingo challenges for this episode, we're still trying to get bingo in a row, column, or diagonal in the quickest time possible. There is a mine shaft here in the Badlands biome. The desert has cactus. I see sugarcane. We can get terracotta, obviously. Maybe we can get string from the mine shaft. That might be good. And then what are these? Are they pigs? Okay, we've got pigs over there in the savannah. And in the jungle, we've got a ruined portal. I do not see a gold block. And then out in the ocean, I don't see any shipwrecks. So maybe that's pretty much all we've got here at spawn. Let's take a look at the card and see what we want to go for the quickest bingo time. Let's get rid of bucket of axolotl. The lead is just string, so that might be possible. Let's get rid of the geode and the pale moss. I don't think there's a lot of snow around here, so we'll get rid of that and the hay bale. What else? I don't want to do the blast furnace. The prismarine crystals might be okay if we can find something for that out in the ocean. There's no pumpkins here, I think. Okay, let's take a look at the card again and see what's left. The diagonals are out, I think. Yeah, unless we want to track down a geode, but I don't. I don't see mangrove swamp, and we're not going to be able to do brown banner. It looks like we're going to be doing that center row. So we need 2 string and 2 iron for the crossbow. Purple dye is red and blue flowers. We need 3 iron for a bucket, and then we need to try to get salmon, maybe from the river. We need 8 terracotta and pink dye, or maybe we have to make the pink dye, so red and white. So we might have to compost for white dye. That's okay, that's possible. And then we can get the magma block over there at the ruined portal. So we want string first from the mine shaft, and then we need to look for flowers over by the ruined portal, I think. And then where do we get the iron from? We need 5 total iron, I think, and the terracotta. All right, let's get started, and we'll see how quickly we can get all 5 items for bingo. In the center row, there are armadillo here. I see string, but I can't get it yet because I don't have a tree to punch, so I can't make any tools. We'll come back. We'll be back in just a moment. There's mineshaft here too, but I haven't seen a minecart yet. Here's a tree we can punch. For wood, once we get our tools crafted, we need to try to figure out how we're going to get white dye. I also need 2 red flowers and 1 blue flowers. Or we can use lapis for blue dye. whatever we find first, I guess. I see melon. I don't think we need any of that. Right now, I'm just kind of worried about the iron. Everything else seems to be available nearby. Everything except the iron. Maybe we need doors so that we can go underwater and find some iron if we can't find it in the mine shaft. Let's make a crafting table and some sticks, and then there is stone. Right here, let's make a boat. I think we'll need that to get around. I hear a zombie already. Could be from the mine shaft, or it could be from a cave. I'm not sure exactly where that's coming from. This is not enough stone, but let's see how many tools we can make. Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. What kind of terracotta is this? Okay, there's some stone over here. And maybe we can follow the stone to more stone. It looks like that might be possible. Yeah, we'll just keep following the stone, I guess. There could be iron underground too. If we get lucky, we could just dig into some. But that's fairly unlikely. Yeah, we found copper instead, which is much more common. So that's not surprising. Which terracotta is the one I need? It looks like this one is the one I want. So let's make sure we collect at least 8 of these terracotta. And I think we have enough stone now. But do we have the terracotta already? We have 6 and we need 8, right? Okay, we have 8. We have 8 terracotta and we're done mining stone. Let's go back up. All right, let's finish our tool crafting. We'll make a shovel. I want an axe for mobs, and I'm gonna need a sword for collecting string. Let's make a furnace too. I'm not sure if I need it, but we can afford one, so we'll just make that. Some more wood would be nice, but we need to get going. Oh, here's wood right here, right? Of course, the jungle tree that we mined for wood in the beginning, we can use to collect more. And that should be plenty of wood. Okay, let's go get the string now. There was mine shaft right over here. Yeah, there's lots of string here. And I think we only needed 2. Is there a cave here? I want to see if we can find the iron. Maybe we should get some extra string too, just in case. There is a lead on the card. I don't expect that we're going to need to pivot to it, but maybe. Oh, there's a creeper. That's interesting. But the creeper blew up. Oh, there's a skeleton too. Great. Oh, and a zombie. Let's just get out of here. Too many mobs. Too many. All right, so I guess we're not going to get iron there, but we did get the string done. Let's move on. We'll go over to the ruin portal now and get the magma block. Still looking for iron, but there are other places we can look. I see salmon here, but I don't have a bucket yet to collect it. There could be some iron in this chest here, if we're lucky. Okay, there's the magma block done. That's our first item. And there's a little bit of iron here. I don't need anything else from that chest. How much iron did we get? Let's find out. This can be sticks. I think we only got 2 ingots. That's enough for the crossbow, I think. Let's make a tripwire hook, and then we should be able to craft that crossbow finally. The rest of the string we shouldn't need. All right, where can we get flowers? I need 2 red and 1 blue, and then we need to figure out how we're going to get white dye. I don't see any flowers here, so let's move to somewhere where there are flowers around. Where can we go? Let's go over here. I never did make doors, did I? We need to fix that so that we can go underground for iron. I'm just going to check over here for flowers quickly. I see mushrooms over on the mushroom island, but I don't see flowers yet, oddly enough. Okay, there we go. There's a poppy right there. That's our first red. Now I just need a blue and a second red. There are pumpkins. We don't need them. This is what? Sunflower Plains. Is that blue? I see blue. We do need blue, don't we? Let's go grab it. Yep, there's a cornflower over here for blue dye, and then let's grab 1 more red. So now we just need the white dye. All right, let's stop here for a moment, turn these flowers into dye. Let's make purple dye. And now we just need the white dye. Let's make doors and a composter. And then we'll figure out how we're going to get the white dye in just a moment. I think we're going to compost kelp, but I'm thinking there might be something better. And then let's go see if we can find some iron now. Where can we go for that? Maybe right down here the ocean gets a little bit deep. Deep enough for iron? Let's find out. Iron can be a little bit difficult to find sometimes. Okay, it doesn't go very deep here, I see, but there are salmon. But I don't see a good place for iron yet. Okay, there we go. We've got iron right here. Our perseverance paid off. How much did we need? We just need 3 for a bucket, right? I think I only just mined 2, but there's 1 under me, which is perfect. Didn't even know that was here. All right, so do we have 3? Yes, we do. We can now craft a bucket, but we have to smelt it first. Let's go up. And there are salmon right there. Let's put down a furnace here. Throw this in, and now we need kelp so that we can get white dye. Another way to get white dye though is just from the salmon here. I don't want to kill all the salmon. We need to leave at least 1 alive so that we can pick it up in our bucket. But there is a good chance we can get a bone meal from one of these fish, possibly. Not yet though. I didn't see one drop. Oh, I got a surface for air. I made a mistake and went down too soon, too soon. All right, let's try again for the bone meal. Nothing. I'm not getting a single bone meal out of these salmon. And that is a problem because I don't see any kelp around here. And I didn't want to kill all the salmon, but it seems like there aren't any left. All right, let's go pick up our iron and craft our bucket and see if there are any salmon left. We don't need the furnace back, I think. Let's make a bucket quickly. This is all just taking a little bit too long. All right, are there any salmon left? Let's find out. No, I killed them all. No, there's 1 salmon left that we can put in our bucket right over here. All right, and then there's 1 salmon left to try to get bone meal from. No, no bone meal. Okay, that's unfortunate. I think maybe I do need that furnace back after all. So let's go pick that up, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get the white dye that we need. It's already 8 minutes in, so we're not doing very well. But we only have 1 item left, and all we need is the white dye. So let's go see if we can find something to compost. I guess those flowers would have worked, but we're going to use kelp instead. Should we try again for the bone meal? I really wanted to make that work, but they just weren't dropping. Maybe, what was that? Just fish? Just fish. All right, we're not gonna worry about the bone meal. I thought that was going to be an easy way to get white dye, but it's not working. So we're going to have to kind of dual path this. Or maybe we just give up on the bone meal altogether. All right, give me kelp. And let's get that bone meal from the composter. There we go. And did I put down my crafting table? I did. Make white dye, make pink dye. That's good. And then give me the terracotta. And then we just throw this into the furnace, which I didn't set down yet. That should be good enough. Do I have any food I can eat? I do. I can't believe I didn't get 1 bone meal from all those fish. But apparently it's not so easy to get. Alright, what was our time? Oh, I thought we could get a sub 10, but no. 10 minutes, 1 second, and 39 was our time. The sun is setting, and that's going to be it for this episode. So let's go back to the lobby. Thanks for watching this episode of Minecraft Bingo. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.